Hello friends, Yoshi here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, it is great to see you. If you've been watching my streams at all recently, you'll see I've been fanning a particular JRPG, Persona 5. A lot of people are very excited about it, myself included. I love playing the old Persona games. I'm enjoying this one so far. I enjoyed the Japanese version. I've gone nuts on the merch already. Got the soundtrack coming from Japan as we speak. Huge fan. And the crew of 5 Star Games, who published the game, recognized that they published it here in particular, and they sent me a steelbook copy of the game to play. But they also sent me this huge dude, Persona 5 Take Your Heart Premium Edition. Look at the freaking size of the thing; it's massive. It's also the Australian one, so it's one of the rarer ones apparently, because these sold out, I heard, in like a day or so. But this guy, it's not for me to keep, which I'm a little bit sad about. But I can pretend to own it for a little bit, right? It's for one of you to win. We get to give it away to somebody who watches the video and does the instructions correctly and all of that. We're gonna unbox it first, of course, so I can show you guys what's inside it, and so I can listen to the music for a while because I like the music. So that's my excuse. And then I'll give you the details as to how to win. Big thanks to 5 Star for giving us such a freaking cool thing to give away. It's really awesome. But yeah, let's look at the content, see what's inside, and if it's something you want to win, just follow the prompts afterwards. So the first thing you'll realize when you take the sleeve off is there's this massive, really cool kind of full art effect all around the major 4 sides of the box. Nice little touch, means the box itself isn't useless. For a lot of collectors, you kind of throw the box away in some instances, but this one's really nice and thick, means you can use it for storage later on, or if you want to keep the collector's goods in it, it's going to keep them safe from damage. So it's little touches like this that makes it feel a lot more like a premium edition, and it kind of suits the wording, I think, really nicely. Now, once you open the thing, you realize there's actually quite a considerable amount inside it. There's certainly jam-packs this box. The first thing you come across is the Persona 5 art book. It's a nice, relatively large art book. Quite a few things in it as well, of course, character art, concept art. I can't show too much because there'll be spoilers in there, but art books are always a great thing to see, especially when they're of the size that this one is. Normally, they're really tiny, like small little mini booklets or things like this, but this is a full-page art book, not a huge art book, but still plenty of great information inside. So the obvious part of a collector's edition for a video game is you get the video game, right? You happen to get the Steelbook edition in this case. You can buy the Steelbook separately, but this does come with it in the premium edition, which is a nice touch. There's plenty of great art on the exterior of the case as well as the interior. I thought having interior art was a really nice touch. A lot of Steelbook editions actually didn't do that for quite some time, so it's great to see that they included it. And the effect, because it's a metallic case, on the exterior looks really nice as well. You actually get a manual with this as well, which is incredibly rare. You don't see those these days. That was a nice little touch. I personally am a huge fan of seeing those kinds of things inside. It means that they've gone the extra mile, and for something like this, I think the extra mile is kind of required based on the people who are going to buy it, people who buy a collector's edition for really cool little collector's things. I know a manual, I guess, shouldn't really be a collector's item, but I suppose it happens to be these days, and it's nice that they've put it in there. Now, the Shujin Academy bag that came inside it was a lot larger than I expected. I thought it was going to be a tiny little bag you can chuck a couple things into, right? But it's actually a much larger bag than I thought. A standard sized bag. It'll fit, books, textbooks, all that kind of stuff you may want to put in like a standard bag you would. Simple shoulder bag, can't go wrong. The interior is a nice design as well. And again, a nice touch to actually have functional products in your collector's edition. Whether you use them yourself, of course, is up to how you treat your collector's editions, but at least you've got the option there, and that's always a nice thing. The important part for me, of course, is the soundtrack. Now, this is the sound selection, not the full soundtrack, but it came with 19 tracks, a lot more than I expected. Most of these sound selections come with like 1 or 2, or I guess 5 songs at most, but 19's a nice touch. Some of the really good songs are in there as well, so a great inclusion to the premium edition. And finally, what's a collector's edition these days, at least one for a JRPG, without a little plush toy? You got a nice small little Morgana plush toy. There's not been too much Persona merch available as of yet, and I don't know of any real other ways to get these plush toys. There was some big Jack Frost ones at TGS last year, but I haven't seen much Morgana stuff around, so a nice little touch, can't go wrong. Small plush toy, doesn't take up too much space. It's a little bit adorable. Just a little bit. That's a little bit of a taste of what you can find inside here. Of course, it's better if you own it yourself. And these will be the details as to how to enter the contest. There's a little link here. You can type that into your browser, and that's going to bring up a window which tells you what you need to do. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube here as well, a few other things you can do also. And you'll notice there's another agency there called Press Start Australia. Really cool website run by good friends of mine, so I wanted to team up with them as well to spread the word. If you've come from the Press Start crew, thank you for tuning in, good to see you as well. You've only got a week to enter, so be sure to get on this fast. It will end April 17th. And one big term, you've got to be in Australia, or at least your mailing address needs to be in Australia in order to win. You can enter no matter where you are in the world, but if it's not an Australian address, I will re-roll. So that's a big one. Make sure you are Australia based. I cannot stress that enough. If you do want to see more about Persona 5, there's a couple of things on Press Start you can check out related to it. I'm also streaming up most days of the week at the moment, so feel free to come and check out. Again, big thanks to 5-Star for making this contest possible. Couldn't do it without you. I'm incredibly jealous for whoever wins it, and I regret not getting it myself, but it is what it is. Thank you very much, as always, guys. Happy hunting.